guys, welcome back to another video. Guys, look at what I got here today. This is a nice big pot of goodness right here. Some nice goulash. And I had me some leftover ground beef. Some marinara sauce that I needed to get rid of. So I said I'm going to make me a nice pot of goulash. So we're going to jump into this video. And I'm going to show you exactly how I get it done. Alrighty guys, so here's everything I'm going to be using for this recipe. I got my 80-20 blend of ground beef. This is what I had left over from my dirty rice. And I have me 2 cups of elbow macaroni, my favorite marinara sauce, my Bertolli's, some diced tomatoes, some olive oil, some chicken powder, a little seasoning salt, a little Italian seasoning, some onion powder, black pepper, and some soy sauce. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get some of my olive oil down in my Dutch oven here. Got my Dutch oven preheated already. Then I'm just going to come in and put in my ground beef inside of here. Start the process of browning this off. That's 1 pound of ground beef. We just want to get all of that in here. Start breaking it up a little bit. Alright, and we're just going to start getting that all browned off a little bit. Once we get it browned off a little bit, then I'm going to come and I'm going to add my seasonings to it. Now, if you are using a ground beef that has a higher fat content, you would probably want to discard some of that excess fat before you add your seasonings. But I know with this 80-20 blend, I'm not going to have a lot of fat left inside of here, so I'll go ahead and just season it up as is. So now I'm just going to come in and start adding a little black pepper to it. Then I'm going to add my onion powder. And that is the last of my onion powder, but trust me guys, I do have more. Alright, then I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning salt inside of here. I don't want to overdo it with the seasoning salt and this chicken powder because I'm going to be adding a little soy sauce also. Alright, now adding a little chicken powder to it. Chicken bouillon powder. Then I'm going to add some Italian seasoning to it. And this is Italian seasoning, guys. It's just the label came off, but this isn't any special kind of seasoning or anything, just some regular Italian seasoning. And we are going to just give that a good mix. Continue to brown this off. Once I get this browned off a little bit more, I'll come back and add my onions and bell peppers to it. Alright, so I got my ground beef pretty much browned off here. So let's go ahead and get these onions and bell peppers down inside of here. Just give that a nice good mix. Let those just cook down just a little bit. Alright, so we're going to just let those hang out, cook down for maybe about 5 minutes. And after we get them sweated down a little bit, you can see my ground beef is completely browned off. And I'm going to come and start adding my tomato products inside of here. You can see that there's barely any fat left in the bottom of this pan. So I'm going to get my diced tomatoes added in. Then I'm going to add the rest of my, this was a half jar of marinara sauce. I forgot the exact ounce, but I'll have it in the description of the video. And this was half of it. And then what I did is I had some water to the side, 2 cups of water. And I just added it to that marinara jar just to rinse out the rest of the sauce. And I'm just going to come and just dump this 2 cups of water inside of here. All right, so we'll go ahead and get that all mixed together. Once I got that mixed together, then I realized I wanted to add a little bit more liquid to this, so I'm going to come in and add another cup of water to it. All right, so I'm going to get that all mixed together, guys, and then I'm going to actually lower my heat to like a medium and cover it and let it kind of simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes before I add my noodles. Alrighty, guys, I am back, and I got this thing just on a real light simmer right here. Just kind of letting those flavors come together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give this a taste test to see how my seasonings are. I know I'm going to add a little sugar to it to cut the acidity of all of that tomato that I added. And after I gave it a little taste test, it did need a little bit more black pepper for my liking, so adding a little black pepper to it. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add a couple splashes of this. This is low sodium soy sauce. It's probably about 2 tablespoons. All right, and that's me adding my sugar to it, just enough to cut that tomato a little bit. All right, then I'm going to just give this a good mix. And once I get that mixed a little bit, I'm going to come and add my elbow macaroni to it. This is 2 cups of elbow macaroni. All right, so I'll get that mixed in, and then I'm going to leave this. Actually, I'm going to lower this to like a medium low, and I'm just going to cover it and just let my pasta absorb all of this liquid nice and slowly until it get nice and tender. All right, guys, let's go ahead and give this a check right here. It's been simmering like that. I think at that point probably about 10 to 15 minutes or so. Nice little low heat. And you can see that my pasta is starting to get tender, but not there yet. Still has a little bit more sauce than I would like, and a little sticking on the bottom, but nothing too major. So I let it go for another 10 minutes. And this is what I have right here. You can see just a little liquid left in it. And noodles are nice and tender. You could actually serve it just like this right here. But for my liking, I like to just take it off of the heat, cover it back, and just let the residual heat inside of that pot. Just going to let those noodles just continue to absorb the rest of that sauce. So that is exactly what I did. And I'm going to plate this up, take my thumbnails, and then I'm going to give this a try. All right, guys, coming in with a quick taste test here. This is my goulash. I let it sit up for a while because I don't like all of that juice in it. I like for that juice to be soaked into my noodles. So you can come in here, get us a little scoop. Look at that. It's not piping hot, just like I like it. Let's go in. So good. Get that marinara sauce right off to the top. I don't think a lot of people know about Bertolli's, but it's a good sauce. Pasta is perfectly cooked, nice and tender. Everything seasoned well. Mm-hmm. Mm. Give me a couple slices of white bread with this, and I'll be good to go. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, I'm about to go in. Alrighty, guys, so that was an absolutely wonderful pot of nice goulash right there. You can eat off of that 2 or 3 days. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. And subscribe to my channel if you are new. And also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch TV, Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget the hashtag. Pray for love and peace.